What's up, everybody? Joshua Fish Stewart here. Look at that, the 700 behind me looking fantastic. First fish room update of the year. Hope you guys enjoy it. Make sure to like and subscribe. I love the comments. Keep bringing them to me. And let's start off the year right. All right, everybody. I hope you're having a great new year. Everything's going well. And I will see you later. All right, here we are in the 700 gallon. We got 10 feet by 31 inches by 4 feet deep. Roughly 700 gallons. All right, look at all the beautiful stuff we got in here. Albino Oscar. Now, I'm just gonna say this is a Midas because to me, it's not really Red Devil-ish. I mean, Red Devil, it's Red Devil-ish. So I think it's a Midas. Male Dovai back there. Butterco fried tilapia, Indo-Pacific tarpon, pink Jack Dempsey, black bar silver dollars, African lungfish, and our dead albino Oscar. Now, look, he's getting nice and big, my golden dorado. So what happened is he was sitting up here minding his own business. He looked a little bit sick when I seen him yesterday. I don't know what the problem is. Ooh, red tail getting nice and fat. There was no marks on him. He looked good. He just was sitting at a weird angle at the top of the tank. You see how this one's moving around, like interacting with me? It wasn't doing that when I came up to the tank. I don't know what was wrong with him. And then the next morning, gone. All the fish were acting kind of weird. They weren't moving how they are now. I don't know why or any of that. And then after the fact, they started to bite down on it. So it would have been cleaned up, but I just fed the red tail last night as well. So you see, like, nothing was messed up on it. Let's try to see this pink Jack Dempsey. I'm really liking this fish. It's a little weird, and I think the growth is stunted, but I like him that size. He's not a menace. And then my favorite African lungfish, even he was acting a little weird, and I don't know why. So I'm gonna end up doing a water change probably tomorrow, seeing how they look. Maybe that's the thing, something in the water. I am going to change the setup of my sump. So all of this filtration, sponge filter in there, and our filter floss. I have plants and rocks right here, but I'm actually gonna change that, and I'm gonna put rocks and then grow plants in there. So the water comes in and it's always moving through the plants, and then it goes back up and it comes out of these. So that's what I think I'm gonna do with that. Other than that, all my fish are doing great. They're doing great. They're enjoying themselves. We're good to go. All right, let's go over here. Tret cichlids doing great. These black belt. Whoa, why did I just blank on the name? Black belt cichlids are really blossoming and taking off. After I took out the Oscars and the golden dorado, they're really starting to take off. They're getting a whole lot bigger. Everybody has more color except for just the bigger one. My Grammies up there. Even my giant red tail Grammy is doing good. It's still a little skittish, but I guess that's just coming with time. It's darkened up, it's eating a little more, so that's great. Look at them, coming to the front. They just don't like the camera for some strange reason. My plant is not doing the best. That one isn't either. I'm gonna change them, move them, maybe even take them out. My Senegal Bisher, doing great. I really like that fish. Prehistoric, he chills. The big old Tret cichlid male on top of him. the other Tret cichlid right here. Now see, I only see one female. Maybe there's another female somewhere in there, but he's like the boss of this tank. Let's see if it's better on this side. Oh no, same thing. He's like the boss, the big boss of this tank. He comes out, he eats, he flashes his color, and then he goes back. There's another one in there. You can see the tail. And then I have this little Oscar. Now, out of all the Oscars, he was the runt, and I didn't want to put him in yet because they were big enough barely, and I didn't want to take the risk with this guy. I like him. I mean, great looking fish. Now he just gets to eat in peace. The Tret cichlids bother him a little bit, but he should be fine. He's doing great. So as soon as he's big enough, he's going in here, as well as the black belt cichlids. Right there, right there. And that giant red-tailed gourami. I actually thought that it was gonna be bigger than that. Well, I mean, they get bigger when they get older, they get humongous, but I thought it was gonna grow faster. I think because of, let's see if we can get it to focus a little more. I think because of the golden dorado was in here, it was just messing with everybody's peace and just bullying everybody and moving too fast. And I think that's what it is. So hopefully it's gonna get his groove back and just relax and eat. If not, I'll have to move it. There will be a new tank coming soon. So everything will stay like this. I'll be taking the plants out probably. These fish will stay. These fish will stay. But I'll be taking a leftover, you can barely see it, 125 I got right there, and probably moving it in here. And doing a nice cool little tank that people are gonna say that's not gonna work. So I'll keep you posted, and I'll show you that. Let's get over to the saltwater tank. It's disappointing, but I gotta show it. I gotta show it in the new year update. All right, we're at the 240 saltwater tank. It's 8 feet by 2 feet by 2 feet deep. Now, I know I had some more fish in here, but they died. My snails died. Everything was just dying. And I figured out that one, and all the reef people are gonna be like, duh, they're not reef lights, but it's too much white light. So I can't control anything in the water. Too many things are blossoming and it's just ridiculous. So I gotta get more sand gobies, and then I'm also gonna replace those lights soon. We have it's in the dark. Let's see if we can move them into the light a little bit. There we go. We have 2 triggers, and I'm excited because they're still alive, and I usually kill them. And then we have our damsels up there, and my Scopus tang, which that's usually the only thing that I can keep alive. I end up getting some seaweed pellets, and that's doing wonders because they need that, and I'm fairly still new to saltwater. I know what I'm doing when it comes to water chains and some of the maintenance, but as you can see, stuff still dies. So I gotta figure it out. When I had them in a pond, go back and check my other videos. I had saltwater fish in the pond. They did very well. But in the tank, I can't keep them alive. I don't think I have enough time that it takes to really dive into it and keep them as healthy as possible. So I haven't bought new fish. I'm not gonna do it to the fish, bring them to a horrible home. Not horrible, but just not to a home that they can strive and be the best that they can be here. I'm not gonna do it. There is more things coming. I'm gonna clean all this up. The back I don't really care for. I'm gonna get new lights, and we're gonna get something cool for this tank. I'm gonna keep the fish, of course. I don't know if I'm gonna turn this into a predator tank. I really don't. I don't want to spend the money on tilapia. I got my food here. I love just like the regular omnivore fish. So I think I'm gonna keep that. I might get another horn shark because I really like that. Also, people complain about my rocks. Leave my rocks alone, man. I don't want the whole extra jam-packed saltwater look. I'm gonna add some more rocks here, but I want my tank to be open because when I get a shark, I want to see it. So yes, it can hide in there. It can hide back there when I get my horn shark, but I like all my fish to be out. They're not stressed. They learn to come out. They learn to greet you, everything like that. If I have a whole bunch of hiding spots everywhere, they don't come out, and I never see them. And then I'm like, hey, I got a cool fish that's just beautiful. I spent lots of money, and it stays right there in the back in the rocks. So I don't like the look. I like the fish only setup with a whole bunch of fish, but just right now I can't keep them alive. So when I can, it'll be a beautiful tank. Just stay with me. I think that's it with the saltwater tank. Yeah, I only have these three. So stay tuned for more plans with the saltwater. Let's come around in my kitchen. This one is gonna stay the same. I'm gonna add another cool fish. Predatory fins had a sale on them and I missed it, but I'm gonna get that monster fish, monster freshwater fish. Let me know in the comments if you think you know what it is. And then here, they're doing great. Nothing's gonna change in here except for the filter. I'll make a video on that. I'll show you guys. More fish hopefully for this tank. So I appreciate you guys. Make sure you like and subscribe. I appreciate the comments. I love reading them. I love answering them. And I'll see you in the next video.